Cause number 99 JC 521 and 2 in the matter of Angelica Spencer Raymond Cruz will show the Division of Family and Children hereby counseling case manager.
Henson Steele.
Guardian ad litem is present. You are, ma'am, please.
Dana Spencer, mother.
Counsel?
Dave Wood, her.
Okay. And you are Raymond Cruz. We're here for a pre-trial and a fact-finding?
No, Your Honor, this is a disposition as to the father.
Disposition, okay. I've got your report and recommendation. Is there anything you want to add to the report or say about it?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, have you been told what you're here for today?
Yeah.
You understand? You understand what you're being asked to do? Okay. You're asked to have a parenting assessment, parenting classes, drug and alcohol evaluation, establish paternity, and reimburse the Division of Family and Children. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you willing to do those things?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about them? When's your next court date? Do you have another court date?
See, I'm going to July 14th for a bond induction, and Dad's going to put like his house book. I might get a loan, and he's going to bond me out of jail. So that's when I told him that we get the 14th, let me out.
So you think you're going to be out the 14th?
Yeah, my dad's been up in his house, so he can get me out. Like second mortgage, he's going to do that so I can get out. So I can take the classes I can get.
Then I'm going to order you to do these things. The parenting classes, parenting assessment, drug and alcohol evaluation. Has paternity been established? Do we know?
I thought he had us to one child, Your Honor, but let me see.
Is he the father of both children?
One.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that child has his last name?
Yes, he does.
Was paternity established?
They were never married, so I
don't recall.
I guess I don't. So we would ask that establishing paternity be added to this disposition report if it's not included there, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll issue that order. Is there anything else we need to do at this time?
We were hoping that you would listen to us on our request to get the mother back into the house. Right now, we have a situation where they've had to get an apartment for Dana. The children are staying with the grandparents. Grandparents would be here today, except grandfather's working, grandmother's taking the kids to the dentist. They've had to make arrangements for Dana to live separately in an apartment. That's causing quite a stress. Dana's in the process of taking the parenting classes. I don't believe that's been ordered yet, but she's started that process. And right now, I think she gets nominal visitation.
You had ordered, Your Honor, the child placed with the maternal grandparents, but had not allowed mother to live there based on the allegations in the case having to do with the stalking that had been done against her. So you had required that she not be in the same placement with the child.
Given that there are two no contact orders, I believe Mr. Cruz has a hearing tomorrow in one court and Friday in another court. He has counts in 3 courts right now. Some things he obviously has to address. There are no contact orders in 2 of those.
And Your Honor, he also is expecting them to get bonded out in just a couple of weeks. So
You understand all this, sir? You have any interest in finding her?
No, I had no reason to find a reason. Like they said, like in 2 court datings, there was one of the distributors were out there. So if I'm dealing with time serving all both of them counts there, then we'll find out on that. I was even looking for it in the first place.
Well, that wasn't the allegation. Guardian ad litem?
Judge, the only thing I would ask and add is reading this predispositional report, I'd like to see a psyche evaluation done on father too. There's so many allegations and so many bizarre things that he's been accused of that I'd like to see where he's at psychologically too.
that would be fine. Caseworker would ask if the court would add that to the requirements of his dispositional report, Your Honor.
You willing to have a psychological evaluation? Okay. Then would you put that in the order? He's also ordered to have a psychological evaluation. What about what about the response of the request of counsel?
Judge, I have real sympathy for mom not being able to live with her children. However, we have to think of what the safety is for the kids, and the dad truly gets bonded out on the 21st. I think that we'd be setting the children, the grandparents, and the mother up. So at this point, I would say no.
Yeah.
Can I say something right? Too? I was gonna take the trial like on the 26th of July. But you see, I got a witness that's saying that, you know, the reason why my bond's so high is because her dad shot the gun at me when I had Raymond in the car. And he's the one that shot that gun. And what it was, I got accused of it, of the allegation of having criminal reckless, having a handgun. They got a BB gun down in the property room. You know, the jury's gonna laugh at that kind of
All that misses the point, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, you know, I wasn't chasing her. I wasn't stalking.
The point is there any reason for you to be around her?
No, I don't think I wanted her to do, man. When I called up her, just told her, you know, she left for 2 weeks and just called her when I'm at work and stuff, and, you know, call and check on baby Raymond. I didn't call
Any
her.
reason for you to be around her? You didn't answer my question.
No.
Okay. Any reason for you to be around the children if I tell you you can't until I get all these reports done?
No.
And what's going to happen if you go around? Or contact, letter, phone, or anything? What's going to happen?
Go back to jail. I don't want that.
And then what's going to happen?
I'll lose it, lose the scene. So
Yeah, and what else is going to happen? What's your father doing for you?
Father bombed me out,
How's he doing that?
trying to help me, put up his house.
He's going to lose his house. You understand that? You need to answer me.
Yes, sir. I can understand that, and I'm not going to do that. Go ahead and complete these programs. And
You understand if you go around her, try to contact her or the children, you'll go to jail, probably prison, probably for a long time, and your father will lose his house. Is that what you want? Anything further? What?
Would I be able to see him,
See who?
if I got out?
Not until I say so. The answer to that is no. You understand? Are you seeing him now?
No, but I wanted to see him if I got out.
The answer is no. You understand that?
So how long is it going to be no that I can't see him?
Until I get these reports on everything, and until your criminal case is over.
No, hold it. What you're saying is that she is proving me to be the crazy one, but aside her family,
I'm saying I'm worried about these children. I don't care about you two at all. You understand that? I don't care whether you stay in jail or get out of jail. I don't care whether she goes somewhere or she does anything. I don't care. I care about these two children. I'm not going to let these children be put at risk. I don't care about her. I don't care about her. I only care about these two children because that's my responsibility. And if that means you don't see the children for a while, you're not seeing them right now. If your reason for getting out of jail is to see the children, you might as well stay in
no
jail.
reason to get out of jail.
Because you don't want to be there.
No, that ain't that reason to get my life back together.
All right. Then one of the ways you're going to get your life back together is to stay away from her and stay away from the children until I say you can and until you get the criminal case over. And if you're found not guilty on the criminal case, we're going to start all over with the visitation. You understand that?
Oh, so what you're saying is that if I get banked, if I take the trial, I get banked.
What's banned?
No, what are you saying is if I take this criminal case, right, said I stopped her and I called up here, and she said I'm going by her house and shooting a gun, and I wasn't shooting a gun, that's a damn lie.
Then you'll be found not guilty, won't you?
So what you're saying is if her stepdad goes in there and lies in the courtroom and said that I shot the gun, then I get found guilty.
I don't have any control over that. But if you get found guilty, what's going to happen to you?
So you're saying that I can never see my son again because of this bullshit?
Sir, you say that again and you won't see him. That's right.
Well, but it's not fair for me not seeing him. I didn't even point a damn gun at
You're not going
nobody.
to see him right now until I decide. Do you understand? That's a yes/no
I'll tell
question.
you what, that this court, man, this is crazy stuff, man. Because her family got me look like I'm a damn nutcase. That's the reason why I'm here today. I wasn't stalking her. Only thing I told her to do was call up here and check on her son. Damn, she was too good. She wasn't good enough to call. She left me for 2 weeks. She didn't give a damn about him. Now you're sitting here telling me that I was stalking her.
I didn't say that.
Now I'm in a damn criminal court with a mean-ass judge. Don't really give a damn. I should be going to prison, man. I hope she don't be charged with Class B felony. No, I got a hand. I'm in a damn criminal court with a mean-ass judge. Don't really give a damn. I should be going to prison, man. I should not be charged with Class B felony. No, I got enhancement of Class B felony because I must be overshooting a gun when her dad was shooting a damn gun. When Raymond was in the car. And when the cop took me downtown, he took me down there and he said, well, I'm arresting you for fleeing. And he took Raymond out of my arms and took me downtown. He sat there and told me, man, he was going to throw charges on my ass. He said I had a sex with Dana. I said I didn't have a sex with Dana. I told him the reason why she had to call is called to check up on baby Raymond. I said, it's not fair for her not to call him, man. Hey, I was working, man. And then the next day when I came home on the 14th, 5 days later, I was supposed to be shooting at some goddamn house.
You understand about not being around her?
Yeah, I'm the bad person. So would you say that she can see him, but I can't? Is that what you're saying?
She can see him now and you can't. You're in jail and she's not.
But if I got out, I can't see him.
That's correct.
So if I get convicted of the criminal case, what happens?
Then we'll look at it again and find out what happens. When is your criminal case set?
Is that it?
July
I went fast and speedy, so jury trial date should be the 26th.
of July? Okay. Then we'll review this just after that
Yeah,
to
but
see. We'll
it's
review
not
it right
fair.
after that to see what happens in the jury trial, all right? Do we have a date set on this?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a pretrial set on the 21st at 9:30 and a fact finding the 28th at 10
We'll have you
o'clock.
back here on the 28th of July to find out what happens. And then we'll talk about then whether or not you can visit and when you
So
can.
if I get found guilty, you're going to say, well, you're going to take my visitation because she said I stalked her. How in the fuck can you stalk her? Ask me
Sir, the
how-
next time you use foul language here, I'll remove you right now, and then you won't find out what's going to happen. Do you
Well, ask me
understand?
something. How can you stalk?
Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah, I can understand that. But how can you tell me how can you stalk somebody when you didn't even stalk them over at their house?
You understand that's down in the criminal court, and I have nothing to do with that.
Well, you tell her dad to keep his ass. I'm just saying, you just need to keep her dad. He came over and pointed that gun at me too, so much as well.
Counsel, you'll talk to her father and make sure he's not involved?
Yes, sir.
There.
Well, he better be up in that handgun he has too.
Okay. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Guardian ad litem? Okay. Counsel, anything further?
Just, yeah, I think you understand where we are.
So if this thing, if I could continue and bond it out, right, and if I was out for like 2 years, because that's how long the case is going to take. If
I thought you said you were going to go for a speedy trial.
But hey, I want my darn freedom, man. I'm going to get out here and work and take care of it. I was working when I got arrested. What was his reason to come over there? He didn't have a damn warrant.
I don't
He
know
didn't
about
have
the
nothing,
facts,
man.
sir. I don't know about the facts. We're going to set this for
Well,
July
I'll
28th.
tell you definitely, man. When I get out here, I'll be honest with you. When I see that sheriff, I'm guaranteed I'm pulling a prayer. I'm gonna have a little crow pick with him. He didn't have a warrant. He didn't have nothing. He didn't have a search warrant. He told my brother-in-law the car was 12 inches off the curb. Told my vehicle the car was locked up, and told him up them damn keys. He ain't putting the heart of none of that stuff he put in when he came out there.
Your Honor, I would ask that based on the outburst that we witnessed at the mother not being in the same place with the child in the event, he's going to get bonded out within a couple of weeks.
Guardian ad litem?
Unfortunately, I agree. Unfortunately for mom and for the kids, but we have to think of their safety. And I don't
So
think
if
it's not
how-
acting real
I'm gonna
straight
tell you.
stable at this point.
How long it takes to drop my bond, I'll keep that case continuing. I'll guarantee I'll be out. I'll be out. I'm not going to be staying there because of the same Dana said I was stalking her.
Counsel?
If we can't get the family together, which I said is a problem, if we could some way get her at least more time with the kids. Right now she's getting, I mean, she gets like an hour, it's really an hour at some point. So, I mean, these are obviously incredibly tough situations. And that's our main goal is to somehow get her in a situation where she can be a full-time mom.
Work on it.
Caseworker will refer to increase the visitation with mother, Your Honor.
Okay. Make it unsupervised?
Yes.
Okay?
So what you saying that if I got out, I could never see him?
Not until July 28th. We're going to talk about it again July 28th. Okay? All right, we'll see you back. We've got a pretrial
On the 21st. Your Honor.
21st.
21st.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, we'll give you a card to be back here July 28th.
What time was that set for?
28th,
The 28th at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So, Dad, tell me how you've been since we saw you last.
All right. I've been doing good.
I ain't been worried about Dana. I ain't worried about her. I left the higher power to deal with her when I was in the substance abuse. Let him deal with it. I don't mess with her no more. I don't lust after girls or nothing like that. Just relationship comes my way, it comes my way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, the last time we were with you, the biggest concern was what was going to happen.
It was small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
not
yeah, I was
that
always
bad.
worried, but Dad and Bonatti had him taken care of.
Because we didn't know what was going to happen with him. And
See,
what,
Dana lied bigger and bigger, said I stalked her and anything. But the higher power is going to deal with her like the subject John said. When it comes to the at the very end, she better deal with the higher power. Why she sit there and lied and said I stalked her. She was much as far as I. She went to prison much as well as I did.
but now you have Raymond.
Yeah. Yes, you don't have.
Because the last time we saw you, the biggest concern was whether or not everybody would still get to see him. And now, tell me what happened.
His mother, well, his grandmother. They brought him over here one day. Was after we went through all our training and everything, you know, going to this place to see him, family groups. They said that he could come over and spend the day with us. Well, she brought him over. He spent about 2 hours with us. Well, then that was fine. But then he wanted to come back. So they brought him back over. He wanted to stay, and then I said, honey, can't yet. He picked up a little hammer and hit his grandmother in the back of the head. He said, I want to stay. So it wasn't too much longer after that. They was bringing him to us. She said, we can't deal with him. He wants you guys. He don't want us no more. She says, I knew I lost him when you guys come to see him.
All is
That's not my
together.
But you guys always had a lot of contact with him when he was a baby, if I remember, because
3 months old.
you were the ones in court
Yeah.
fighting for him.
Yeah, we were. But you know, we found out that he wasn't here. In Indianapolis. The lawyer we got checked it out and asked Judge Payne. He said, where is little Raymond, the baby? He said, well, I have checked through. That he was in Kokomo, and they was going to adopt him. And I said, no. He's mine.
Have I been gone for a while?
You guys put that out wild. You guys put that camera together. I was in prison. I said, yeah, I've never done that. They had to slam my handcuffs down on the table.
Yeah, you went to jail for you went to jail.
Dana still has a grudge against me. See, I'm just trying to be her friend. I want nothing to do with Dana. I can stay single the rest of my life, and the higher power is going to fix me with somebody better than
I
Dana.
had went.
Because I learned a lot of stuff when I was in prison, dog. My substance abuse counselor helped me out.
So tell me, when we left you, you had not been sentenced yet. So tell me what that whole...
Oh, what happened? Patricia Gilbert called me a woman beater. She called me a woman beater. She said, I'm tired of you. You're sitting all this. I'm going to throw you in prison and all this stuff. I don't believe it.
No,
But see, Dana wasn't going to show up to court.
Garen.
See, my lawyer railroaded me because he was kissing the prosecutor. Because the guy I went to court with, Bay Raymond, he told me that she was kissing the prosecutor. I found out he was kissing the prosecutor, messing with the prosecutor, and he railroaded me into signing that plea agreement. Dana was not going to show up in the court.
So how long were you locked up?
4 years. 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Garen.
I was at Pendleton.
Garen.
I got one
him.
fight there with a
We have
black
tape
guy.
of him.
He tried some faggot stuff with me. I busted him in his chops. Lost time with that.
So what's it like being behind bars? Tell me what
it ain't fun. A lot of people hold a grudge against you. I'm saying I think it's bullcrap. You're holding a grudge like the guy in the substance counselor said the higher power don't hold a grudge against it. You should be holding a grudge against us too by getting jobs and all that stuff. Because I'm saying you're gonna be thinking that when he comes back and you be thinking why you be holding stuff against people, you must be enough to be forgiveness too. Like Dana, like one day I was over at Daniel's house working, right? I was asleep. Dana calls the police and tells them that Daniel was me and have Daniel arrested.
Garen, I want to ask something real quick. Daddy busted door of when him go to the show and busted with it rock. With a rock.
Oh, Grandma Dallas.
Can't remember that. I didn't throw a rock.
Yeah,
I threw
you
a rock and
did.
they bounced off the door.
Yeah,
They
you did.
bounced off the door. Dana's one threw a rock. Dana lied and said I busted the window. See, when that's how I broke. So I talked her all the way to the rip till I got out of prison. Then she messed around like she like Dad. Dad don't understand too. Like I tried to tell Dad when my grandma died and all that stuff. I heard a knock in her room and stuff, and I was reading the Bible. You know how you get in prison, you go ahead and you read the Bible, how you get into it and all that stuff. I'm reading it to it because I was bored at pilling because you got locked in the room 24/7. I read the Bible and stuff. The higher power God, I was going to give my life to him and shit, dog. And he came. I thought, whoa. And I didn't ever say that. I said, I give my life to you. I said, I give my life to you. I didn't turn away to die.
Now, did you get to see Raymond at all?
Yeah, I've seen him. I didn't, Dana wanted to see me too. She tried to sneak in one time. Got caught.
But if you remember right, when you were down here at
Well, I wouldn't want nothing to do with
Dana
that.
did go see you.
They won't let her in.
Well, I like
No,
that.
wait a minute.
She took us
Oh, that's
up
right.
there.
You waited outside, didn't you?
Hey, did you tell him you had a motorcycle?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
I don't understand why Dana want to be friends. Why just want to be enemies? I don't understand.
Have you seen her at all lately?
No, Dallas thinks I want something to do with Dana. I don't want nothing to do with Dana. Shit, I'm waiting for my right time for somebody to come around with me.
So how long's it been since you've seen her?
Since 2001, I seen her at Pill and didn't right. I looked out the window. She looked inside the window. She's fat and ugly now. I don't want her.
Garen.
Yeah.
You
What are you
remember that
talking?
tape? You remember that tape? We have Daddy short story in the day Gus word. Daddy say it.
Well, you know, sometimes adults say things like that when we get kind of mad sometimes.
I know, but that really, I know I acted, but Daddy threw a rock in it.
You know what? Done the same thing she did. That's the reason I
You're not
come in.
lying, but
Started leaning against that
I
railing.
know it bounced off
Well, I don't
the
wish
floor.
nothing bad on Dinah. I don't wish nothing bad on Dinah. I hope she don't got the Holy Spirit because I hope she burns in hell what she done to me. Put me. I ain't gonna deal with her. Like I told God every day, my higher power. If she don't hope to pray, she don't got the Holy Spirit. Because when time comes, I hope she burns in hell. Because she got away from a lot of stuff. She sent me to prison, sent Barry Raymond to the group home. She was much as smart. She went to prison much as well as I did. She don't supposed to see Barry Raymond much as well as I did.
So did you ever think it would turn out to where everybody would finally come home and be living here?
No,
Not really.
So this is an adjustment for you guys too, because now you're raising, helping to raise grandson. So tell me what that's like for you guys.
Like raising the second one of our own. But he's a little con artist, so he can con you into things.
Daddy just blind. Yeah.
He cons Papa all the time. We go out, Papa, I need this. Or, I'll buy it.
I got weed.
Can I buy it? Yeah, Papa has more money to it.
I got a weed or two.
Or
Yeah,
give me
he
some
got a
money.
weed
Or
eater.
give me some money, you know, why? For my allowance.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do something
And
first.
that 4 years in that prison wasn't that bad either. It went wham.
Here, sit down.
It flew by quick.
Sit down there.
So now wait, tell me that again. Tell me about prison.
When I went to prison, the time flew by. It didn't seem long, but it seemed long when I was first there. But when I got used to it, it didn't seem that bad.
Really?
No.
So there had to have been maybe a little good that came out of it, whether it was counseling or you don't seem as angry.
He's calmed down a lot.
Yeah.
What's that again?
He's calmed down
See,
a
I
lot.
want Dana to come up to a point to tell the truth, to quit lying.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
get that stalking case off me. I don't care what she does. She can go out here and screw the whole world. I don't care. Get that stalking case off me. That's hurt me get a job. That hurt me get a job one other day. He looked in the paper and said stalking case. I said, man, Mike, yeah, I gotta wait about 7 years till it clears up.
Yeah, so what do you face once you get out? What are the issues you face now that you're out and it's tough to get a job?
Yeah, it's tough to get a job, but I'm gonna still look.
He's on Social Security.
Okay.
Yeah, because of mental problem.
But see, Dad thinks it's the middle problem. But when I was in prison, by reading that Holy Bible and stuff, you know, God, like I told Dana, like God was with me. Like Dad said, I never seen Jesus or whatever he ever never seen. I said, man, I don't know what I seen. I know I was laying down on my hand, on my bed and stuff. They were rising up my soul. Angels appeared in front of me. That scared the hell out of me. I was a penalty reading the Bible. But you know how God uses signs too. Because I was sitting right there, and there was a cup sitting right there, and I was eating a bag of chips, and the light was shining right there in front of his hand. I thought, man, then I got out and done this. I done like everything else. Right out of prison, I said, hell with God, I don't want to go over God. I was lusting every day, and I thought, go out there, and I thought. Then I got in trouble with Dana again, over here busting a window. Same thing, met the devil in prison again. Here I go again with God again. Because, I don't know, the devil, I don't know about him. The part I don't know about him. I don't know what he wants or whatever he wants from me, you know, because he knows I got the Holy Spirit. I've been baptized and been saved already.
No.
He holds his grudge against me. He's like saying, if you can do miracles, I want you. I'm thinking, man, the Holy Spirit does miracles. I don't do miracles.
Darren.
I ain't no miracle God, dog.
Darren. You know, we have a tape of him.
Dana got me embarrassed. Dog and Dana got my whole history messed up.
Well, but do you feel like now you can make a fresh start?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
So tell me what you want to do. What is it, now that you're out, and she doesn't live around here anymore, right?
No.
No.
Okay, so tell me now what Raymond wants to do.
Me, I'm gonna find me a job and hope people don't hold grudges against your criminal history. I think it's bullcrap. They hold your criminal history, and if they tried, if I go to a job and they try to hold my criminal history, I'll say, man, you can't be like God forgiving me for the bad stuff I done. I didn't mean to do that. I said there was two to take tangle, but the other one didn't get arrested. I got arrested. I told Dana she wasn't with me. See, Dana's at home. Dana, when I was in prison, Dana kept talking to me on the telephone. She said, good, this case is clear. Now you can come over. You can't get out. I said, I can't get out. I got a year and a half left. Then she keep on telling me she loved me and all that, leading me on, all that stuff. I think that's bullcrap. She let me on. But I'm going to start a new life without her.
And speaking of starting a new life, you know, Judge Payne is no longer on the bench anymore. Did you know that?
Where's he
Yeah,
at?
of course I know that.
Yeah.
That worthless governor gave him a job.
Yeah.
You keep track, don't you?
Where's he working?
He now is the head of the Division of Children and Families.
Daddy still love people, but him threatening to act up because him and throw a rock at the door.
He ain't gonna judge no more?
He's not a judge
Him
anymore.
being mean. Him not being mean too much, but
Who's the judge now?
acting
Corporate
up a
ladder.
little.
Who's the judge now?
Mommy does that.
Her name's Marilyn Moores, I
yeah,
believe.
Mommy did.
So now is the case, is Little Raymond's case done? You don't have to go to court anymore for him, or no?
Yeah, we haven't had it in a long time.
So tell me what it was like for you as Raymond's mom and dad to go through that whole experience and watch him have to be sent to prison.
It was worrisome to watch it all happen. And I would just wish it hadn't have.
What did you struggling for?
Because all the things that he went through.
I
I mean, it was hard.
I wish I'm gonna talk to
But
I need-
when
I
we
need to
found
talk.
out that whenever they was taken over here at the children's home, his sister, they were supposed to keep them together.
You heard him?
They didn't. They split them up.
Ain't gonna happen.
I know, 'cause
He
Alan-
cried because he didn't know nobody.
Dad wouldn't do it.
And they was giving him a bath. And she said this big colored lady was supposed to be giving him, dumped him underwater to get him to shut up. I said, what if he'd have drowned? She says, that's what I kept saying. Don't do that to my brother. She says, they told me to hush.
So when we left you guys, you were hoping to get custody of him. So kind of take me back 7 years if you can. What exactly happened? He was sentenced, and then Little Raymond went where?
I went to
He was,
Juvenile.
You didn't go to jail.
no.
I never went
When
to
he
jail.
left the children's home, they put him into another facility. And this person wanted to take and adopt him. And she's at the age of 2, he should be talking more. He never talked very much, even at 1.
I remember that.
Really was.
He just didn't want to talk much.
Right.
I mean, he'd say hi. He'd say
Gary.
Mama, Dad, Papa, and Aunt Patty. But as far as outside of that, he didn't want to talk.
Hey.
And she said that he wasn't getting the proper care that he should have been. He should be more vocabulary than what he is. And I said, Einstein didn't talk till he was 5. I guess she got a little
So he
mad.
didn't live with Dana and he didn't live with you guys through that whole court battle. He was in foster care first.
Yeah, foster care when they took him from the home over here.
Yeah.
And that was in Kokomo. That's where we finally found out was where he was at. And Jellicoe was over here off of Jennings on the west side. Not too far from where her grandmother lives. When they lived there on Holt Road.
So he stayed in Kokomo
No,
for a while.
Darren.
He wasn't there very long. Because when we went back to court, this was after they told us that he was sick. And that's when it was Raymond there.
Darren.
They told was sick because they didn't want to bring him to court. And that's whenever we found out that he was in Kokomo and he was only up there for about a week. And the lawyer we had told Judge Payne, I want him back here now.
You remember?
He said he wasn't even supposed to leave the state of Indiana.
You remember?
Well, he's still in Indiana. He's not in Kokomo. He's not.
Me in Como, he's not.
He didn't want him in Kokomo. He was supposed to have been right here in the state of, right here around where we was at.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he wasn't.
So they brought him back.
They brought him back and put him into another place.
And he was 2, 3 at the time?
Mm-hmm. And then whenever we started in going to that group home to visit him, I was told then by Miss Cupcake that was there that he had been with in Dana's mother's care since June. We didn't even know this. She said, well, I didn't know I could call you or anything. They told me I wasn't supposed to talk to any of the family.
So then she had him until what age?
She had him, well, he was 3. And then he started talking to Raymond and I. But I thought I'd lost him, so I said angel face, and then it just seems like his eyes changed. And she said, I'd never heard of anybody call somebody angel face. I said, that's what I always called him when I come in from work. Where's my angel face? I need a heater. He'd always come running. And
No, I usually get up. I usually
like they
get
told
up at night and I start walking off the bed.
And now he sleepwalks. When he gets real upset about things, he'll sleepwalk. I've got to constantly be where I can have my hands on him at night.
So then you got him back when he was 3.
Yeah.
And tell me how old he is now.
He's 9.
You'd be 10 in October.
Yeah, you'll be 10 in October.
Yeah, and I'll be 11 and 12 and 13.
Oh, well, yes, Ray. We're not going to let
Don't
anything
push
happen to you.
So you've been raising him since he was 3, and Raymond was in prison at that time, so you had him by yourself.
For a lot of years there. Till Ray come home.
So tell me about being a grandparent raising a young child. We see this a lot in the shows we do.
It's
broke.
wonderful. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, Babel broke too. Babel broke too.
I said it's like having a second little guy around. Second family.
How come he's 9 years old? He feels like I've known him for 20.
No, you're 30.
Oh,
you're
Wait, say that again.
How come you don't know 9 years old? It seems like I've been around him for 20 years.
Oh,
He's a good boy, though.
Joe. Something with the car this morning.
What happened?
You like your papa, don't you?
Went
Yeah.
over and was standing his Power Ranger.
And when he's always
No,
talking about
Joe was
where he
out
loves
there,
him,
so he
you know,
wanted to
everything.
help him with the top of the
Well,
car
you
for
know, that
some
could be a
reason.
come on, you
I don't know
know.
what he did.
He's got more money than I got.
Yeah, I have.
I mean, like
I have $10.
Like
Since he
the,
started walking around.
well, like today when I went into the hardware, I'm like, said, can you believe I'm buying this for this weed eater for a 9-year-old kid?
Do you weed whack? You do weed eater?
Yeah.
Yeah,
got one now.
I used Batty one time.
Well, you're gonna help me
I used
He's
Batty
pretty
one
good at
time.
helping.
and Pat Ranger.
That went out. That other weeder.
Well, you burn it up.
Went out. Yeah, I burned it up. What burn it up mean?
That means it no longer works.
Like I said, boy, I'm your personal sucker.
So Raymond, how do you feel about your mom and dad stepping up to help like they have?
It ain't a big deal. It saves trouble for me. They can watch.
My baby.
He gets on my nerves sometimes. That's useful. I'm used to it.
That's because.
How was it when you finally got out of prison and came home and you were living with your son? Because that was kind of what you always
Well,
wanted.
see, what made me, before I violated my probation, I went over there. Diana said I could see him. Diana left him here with the dad and them. Diana was telling me that he was here. And I went over there, and Donald told me over there, I jumped out of the van and threw a rock up to the house. And now you lying, but I see you lying. But Raymond see me, he cried his eyes out, wanted to come and see me.
Yeah,
That's when they called us and they was
Karen.
only wanted to keep it for the weekend.
Karen.
But then it wasn't
You
too
know,
long
I
after
called
she was
called
us,
Daddy.
"We'll
I
come
called
get her." She'd bring
Daddy
him home.
come over because I want him to come over, stay with us. I called him.
You called him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he was there with
That's when I went to prison
for a
again.
while.
Prison again.
Yeah, because I love him. I don't care if he's sick. I still love him.
She's a Guilford dog. That lady there, I don't know, she don't need to be on the bench.
I don't know her.
She's a Guilford, the one that sent Mike Tyson.
Oh, is that who you had?
Yeah. That's
She's the
who I
one
had.
that's against
So
men.
tell
completely.
what exactly was your sentence?
They gave me a cap of. But first, when he came over to me, he said that if I got to talk to you that day, he wants to I'll give you a cap A. I said, nah, I ain't taking that. No. I said, go back over, give me a cap of 4. You give me a cap of 4, and I'll talk to you. He came back. I could lower it. If I knew that was up to me what to lower it, I could lower it even more. But see, he's telling me Diana was coming to court. Diana was missing tape statements, and all that stuff was going there, or nothing like that. He railroaded me to sign that plea agreement.
Karen.
Yeah.
You remember Winkle, but you don't know him.
She doesn't know your neighbor.
But
Just the rest of us know.
but Man Winkle is mean.
Oh, really?
Right.
Sometimes that happens, Raymond.
No,
Sometimes we have neighbors like that.
Neighborhood sweetheart.
Sometimes
They
that
gotta
does
be
not
200
happen.
years
I'm
old.
really mean.
Diana
Tell
gets
her
scared.
about
She
the
calls
rest of the
cops and
neighbors
stuff.
you love.
Yeah,
She sees Daniel like me. Daniel, my brother. She called cops on him and had 10 sheriffs on his buttons, and they said, "Yeah,
Well,
I know."
does she come around?
No. Daniel was at Beach Grove getting a car fitting one day, and she called police on him and stuff. 10 police officers said, "Get out of the car. I know you've been in prison. What you been in prison for? What you been in prison for?" Daniel said, "I've never been in prison. Just talking about my brother." He said, "No, we're talking about you." But then they had Daniel, so his ID they thought his boss was me. And I don't like Diana. I don't care
Yeah,
Diana.
you better like Dana.
Do you remember her at all?
Yeah, I usually go over there. I not live there or live after another apartment.
He goes.
I go visit with Mom if Mama works, and
Didn't very often.
and not
No.
very often, and or not
He's not around
come
him
too
very
much. I like her, but I usually stay weekend, and I want to cry when I come home.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel get her own match. Daniel be getting her own match.
And I want Daddy like her, but Daddy don't love people too much. I don't know why. I don't know why Daddy loves somebody too much.
Well,
I don't know.
But you love your family, and that's
Yeah,
yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
I don't know
honey.
why. I don't know why Daddy don't love people. I don't know. Probably ain't goddamn sick.
That's right.
See, that's what they all think. They all think I'm sick, and then they see Jesus, dog, in prison and real life. I seen him. He can preserve my life and stuff, and all that bull crap because of Diana and all that stuff. Because he knew Diana was lying to me, he was leading me on. He said in the Bible, you know how you mark the Bible, you know how that Lot and how Lot's wife went to a puddle of salt. And he went like this, he went like this, he marked the Bible, and his angel marked saying, the Bible preserve my life. And the God choosing, he brought the hell in my skull, dog, like you wouldn't believe. So I was going, he stayed with me 3 weeks, but the devil tempted me too. He put like,
Karen,
some kind of poison in my mouth. I don't know what the hell it was.
Karen.
Well, there's things you have to do to
Wait a
get
minute,
through
I don't
time when you're in prison, right? And for you, it sounds like finding religion helped you get through it.
Yeah, but God's one really helped me get over Diana.
Karen, you remember that? I am all good for neighbors.
Yeah.
I
The
am.
neighbors all like him.
I can
Neighbors
tell.
don't like me. Let me.
I
tell
can
him
see
name.
why.
Larry, I know you don't know him, but Larry like me and John like me. You don't know him, but Mexican friends, I don't care.
You have lots of friends in this neighborhood.
Yes, he
But
does.
Straighten I like.
That's why I
and
like
Grit.
neighborhoods where the
Grit I like, and
when I,
Kentucky Avenue right
See,
there.
like me, I like to be.
That is
I
a
like
busy
to bring
street
peace.
out
No,
here.
I
It
like to be
scares
quiet.
me.
I like to bring peace between me and Dinah. Well, Dinah don't have to be calm. Please worry about me. Have to be lusting after her. I'm gonna say you ain't worth the lust. Said you ain't not like you ain't a dime. You ain't like.
do you think you guys could ever be friends? And
Yeah, we can be friends, but see,
No,
Dad don't talk
no.
to her. We can be friends. She can come over and visit Barry Raymond. I don't really care. I don't care. Like I said, I was in prison. I learned about God and all that
He
stuff.
waved at you.
I'm not tripping over that at all. He already got me somebody set and all. I'm staying single. He got
Mommy
me something
don't
set in
care
the
for
kingdom.
him.
No.
That's all. That's all.
okay, honey.
You know, that's what I feel. My spirit. That's my whole spirit makes me feel.
But right now, you don't have any contact with her.
Their
No,
mom,
but
Yeah,
I
my
like
mom
to
being
talk
me
to
with
Dallas
my
and tell
dad.
Dallas she come over visit my Raymond
Yeah,
once in a
they
while.
can talk.
Well, don't be scared of me because I'm going to bust your window. I don't care what you do. I ain't busting your window. I ain't going back to jail for you.
Does she? Do you think she's afraid of you?
Yeah, I think she's afraid of me.
yeah, in
I think
front
Dana's
of you.
afraid of me
because-
too.
Hell, I'm afraid
Dana's
of it.
afraid of me.
Look, you remember that? You remember that, Karen? Larry, not Larry. I mean, remember? I know how I acted, but remember when you go say, "Get
Honey,
off this
she don't know
property."
him.
That is property. That is property. No, that my house right here, and that's all my world.
Well, he hates him because he hates me.
He don't like
no,
me.
No, and don't
You
like,
don't like
all
the
of it,
Roses at all.
neighbors, and don't like everyone.
Sometimes there are just people
No,
like
says
that.
John, because John got it grass for him.
Well, that's because John's gotten older now.
So what do you try and teach Raymond, little Raymond, through all this? I mean,
Me?
do you talk about,
about me.
you know, Dana, or
Dad.
how do you handle this?
What about
Well,
that?
we try to answer his questions, when he asks
Don't
or anything, and he
God.
says, well, I told him, I said, no, nobody's going to say anything bad about your mom or your dad. I says, because they're your mom and dad. And he says, okay.
Karen,
And he
Yeah.
doesn't really go on and on about it.
Karen, Karen.
But when he calls there, a lot of times he'll say, I want to talk to Mama Dallas. And he's found out, he knows her phone number now, so he'll call her and talk to her. She talks to him for a little while, and then Jellica wants to talk to him, his sister, and he talks to her.
Do you talk to Dana at all, or?
Not unless she wants to talk to us, that's the
No,
only way.
No, look,
See, I like them to talk.
we're
If
talking to
She,
her.
Oh, I'm going to get time to talk to her. I'm going to tell her how I feel about it.
like
No,
if
I
she
can't tell her.
calls
I
and
can't
she
tell her. I can't
tells
tell
her,
her.
let me talk
I
to your
can't
mama
tell
a
her for a
minute,
man.
or your Aunt Patty. He'll hand us the phone. But that's the only time that we ever talk to her, really.
So
It's
what do
when
you
she wants to talk.
what do you hope? I mean, is this the best situation you could have hoped for? Or what are your hopes now for both Raymond and baby Raymond?
Just the way they are now.
Karen,
Because this is what I
Karen.
know. And
Karen.
when she made the statement,
man,
the reason why that
Karen.
she signed papers over to Raymond and I for him. She says, it's not that I don't want to have contact with him, it's just he looks so much like
Let
his
me
dad.
sit down.
And I thought, well, honey, right there
Karen,
tells a lot. That's okay. So he's mine.
Karen.
And,
You remember,
Dallas says, I'm glad he's happy.
She'll get to you, baby.
But she says, when we take him around, she says, you can almost see that after 2 days with us, he starts getting real gloomy. He don't want to talk. He don't want to be bothered. She said, now I'll say, you want to go home? She says, he brightens up. Let's go.
He's usually there about one day and one night.
She said she knew you were ready to come home when he got up in the morning.
This is his home. This is what he knows.
This is the only home he knows.
yeah, you remember Adler, our neighbors, our neighbors?
He is just, everybody around here has gotten to know him, and they all look out for him when he's out.
Yeah, but friends,
said
my
they-
friends don't like me.
They said that's good that parents, that grandparents
To that haircut.
can open up their arms
Most
and take a
friends
grandchild
don't like
in.
me. Some do, but most of them don't like me.
You know what, buddy?
Who's that?
You know,
Hey, honey.
throughout school, you'll have kids who like you and kids who don't like you, and you just try and find the ones who are nice to you.
I like school, but
Like Raymond get my, like Raymond get my age.
Let me
Like
talk to it.
Raymond get my age.
We got grades.
Like over here.
We got grades. I got grades. Let me talk for a second.
When Raymond gets my age, he grows a beard and a girl teeth. Then he'll be getting all the girls over at over the
Grades.
watch center.
I got grades. I got grades.
You got good grades.
I have good grades, but I do good job on my homework. I do good job on my homework, but I don't have homework now because I'm almost out of school.
That's right.
Yes.
And I should be happy because I'll be out of school pretty soon.
You got 2 more days to
2
go.
more days after that.
Hi, Mama.
After that.
You hear Ray talking, don't you? He will blabbermouth.
After that,
Yeah, we got regular kennel going.
He likes to talk.
Now he does. Before when we try to get him to talk.
no, you remember
Wouldn't say
Spuds?
nothing
You remember
hardly.
Spuds? You remember
Honey, she don't
Spuds?
know Spudsy. He's
I
been
know,
barking.
I know, but
I saw your dogs. I saw them when I came up.
I know, but
The big black
you're
and white one
probably
is
poor.
his. Nobody bothers Ray. Are you going to see what that is?
That's my baby.
Looks like my cat.
We've got, well, I'm trying to find homes for kittens and
Oh,
pups.
no.
I thought it was gross too.
Yeah, the
but what
blood,
can
the
you
blood
do?
coming from it, baby.
And,
When
Well,
Mama wanted you to
See?
He sure seems like a happy little guy.
He is.
So tell
Yeah,
me,
you
tell me
remember-
about it.
you
Tell me
remember-
about his personality. Tell me about Baby Raymond.
His
Tell me
personality.
about me.
He's a comedian.
Darren,
When you want a show, he can put one on.
Takes after Papa.
Yeah, he takes after his papa on
Darren.
that one.
you remember
Singing.
that? You remember?
He
I want
loves
you
to
to say
sing.
don't talk about me.
Honey.
I want you to talk to Karen.
Oh. Yeah, he's our regular comedian. He'll dance,
Yeah, I do
or
this.
else he'll take and he'll say, "This is something I want you to watch." What are we watching? Then he'll get up and start in us all.
I heard Diana got a lot more kids. I'm like, man, I don't need
Daddy.
more.
Daddy, let
He
Memo
is-
She
start,
got like
please.
3. I thought.
You're driving me off
what
of
she's
the
doing, she's
wall.
throwing you in.
You're
Yeah.
driving me.
She never
Black
get
kid,
me
white
back.
kid, 2 Mexican
You're
kids.
driving me off the wall.
She's got 2 more. She don't have 3.
Raymond.
Come here, man.
Settle
Don't get
down.
me.
Let's settle down.
I would never get back with
He's
that.
gonna say things like,
You're
I
not
love
going
my
to be
dad,
mean
but
to.
he's gotta
Oh, why you
go.
being mean?
Yeah.
Daddy.
What was that?
Daddy.
Oh, I love my
Why
daddy,
you
but
not
he's
being
gotta
friends?
go.
Why you not
Yeah.
being friends?
Or else
with my
we'll
mom?
say, "Well, was today today? How was your
I
day?"
wouldn't ever get back
That
with her.
fact, Papa asked
Wait a
him
minute.
that. Just same old, same old.
And
And you just wonder, where does he get all this?
You don't want to do it anymore?
So now, so Dana actually signed over
Good.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me how you ended up getting him.
But she
He
called
just wrote it out on a piece of paper.
and asked if we
Don't read
wanted
it.
him, and we said yes.
Garen.
Always
Karen.
want him.
Garen.
can't
So she
remember
signed
where
papers
it
There's a
over, and
plumbing club in
Raymond
Dallas.
and her went over to
Garen.
a notary, got it notarized. So we've had him. She's just signed all papers over.
Garen.
Then there at one time she asked us if we wanted to adopt him. She says, "If you do," she says, "I'll get up the money."
Garen.
But what she wasn't figuring on, lawyer's fee, court costs,
I could adopt him for $1,000.
Garen.
and a lot of things
Garen.
that had to come in there too.
Hey,
that
come on
cost
now.
us.
Don't call me Joe.
Just 1 second, bud. Okay, just one second.
Okay.
I thought it was wonderful whenever Raymond told me that she was wanting us to take him. I said, "I'll take him anywhere." It's-
You gotta remember, it's not all good because he's difficult to raise.
No,
He
no,
is.
no. You really
Because
work
he's-
at. Memo. I mean,
He's not
You
up to
go
his
flying off
age.
the walls. I mean, you
ew,
get so.
me. I'm not
And
gonna fly
he-
off.
and
of
you think
little sucker for
He
a
can get
sucker.
very aggressive
Yeah,
at times.
yeah,
very mean.
yeah. I don't.
And he likes to hit on things. But there's times that we've really had to have it rough with him.
Do you think that's
Karen.
because of everything he went through when he was little?
Garen.
And all the things they put him through.
Garen.
Because I still say that he has flashbacks. Because when we first got him, he spilled something. He jumped up and was running to the bathroom to find something to wash it, to wipe it up with, and he was crying. I was like, just grab him and hold him. I said, "I'll get it." He said, "No, I got to clean it up." I said, I've got it. I said, you just eat. And there for a while, he wouldn't let you touch his food or anything because he thought you was taking it from him. And
So how do you think kids and families fare in the whole system? I mean, what's it like going through the juvenile justice child welfare system? That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
it's rough. It is really rough, but mainly it's more so on the child.
Yeah.
Because if they could have contact with their family and know that they are still loved, I think it'd be better for him. Because it was rough on him. Not seeing nobody he knew.
Garen.
All he was seeing was strangers all around him.
Garen.
And at that age, it is rough on him.
Garen. You remember that, let me think. You remember that, don't do that. I don't know.
You forgot what you was going to say?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. For once you run down.
Yeah, I got it now. You remember, I've been dizzy because I got my ear done, and I've been dizzy with Great Granny. You don't know her, but Aunt Ree and Aunt Ree go owed me because I get dizzy.
That's when we took him to the doctor, and they did. They had to put caps on his teeth.
You got video dying
Look right there.
No.
But now, when we first got him,
figure out.
he wouldn't do this at all. He'll ride his bike or play around like normal kids.
All
But
about
as far as him carrying on like this,
pretty bright.
So what would you tell our other if there's a family right now just in the beginning stages of going through the system, what would you want to tell other families about your experience and how they can try and get through it?
a lot of hope, prayers, and a lot of love for the little ones. That's what we did with him.
I should be writing this down, man.
That's the way I see it. Because we had to give him a lot of love because he was so withdrawn. And a lot of it, his papa talked to him, brought him out of a lot of it.
Yeah,
So
you're a sucker by sucker right now.
Your thoughts would be to other people to hang in there.
You're my sucker.
Hang in there for the little
I
ones.
love you.
Just give them a lot of love.
Yeah, Gary,
Let 'em
I
know
love
they're not
my
forgotten.
Bible. God damn my Bible. I both
Because
love
that's
people.
what I was scared
Yeah.
desperate that he was going to do was forget everybody. And his memo doubts no, I don't think so. Now whenever you walked in, you called him angel faces. I knew right then I'd lost him.
Memo usually call me.
I was asking you what you would tell other families who are going through the system and going through a really hard time. You know, what are your thoughts? What would you want to say to them?
Just give them a lot of love, a lot of prayer, and a lot of hope for the little ones. Yes.
No, you know, people like you are so important to these kids. There's so many kids who don't have
There's
the
so
support.
many of them that are so mistreated that I see it every day where I work. And I ask the parents, don't do that. Talk to them. And just show them you love them. And just put your arms around them every day. Because we just about lost him. I can't handle that.
Yeah, you get. So awful.
Even after 7 years, it still hurts. Because I think back of all the pain we went through just to get him back.
Yeah, I'm back now.
And a lot of the children don't have that. Because there's a lot of them that they don't know where to turn or where to go to get the help. But it's just like we had a lot of people that were saying a lot of prayers with us and willing to help us. And just like the lawyer we had, he says, we'll get you through. He said, with a lot of prayer and a lot of hope for that little guy, we'll get you through.
Why are you crying?
Not funny.
I know it's not funny, but I did want to know. Never mind.